Am I live? Am I live? Just trying to.
Because of course everybody gets injuries. So I expect him to play a huge role, and the fact that Darwin's gone now and Luis Diaz is gone, he's going to be very
Am I
important.
live? Am I
That's the thing.
live?
Liverpool have lost three forwards really with the tragic loss of Diogo as well, and they've only brought two in Vert and Ekitike. So everybody's doing the match thinking, well, we need somebody else. Yes, you've got youngsters, Rio and Lamola on the bench who've had a good pre-season, but you think that you need somebody else.
Okay, I'm live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the United Front. This is your watch along for Liverpool against Palace. Sorry if I was a little bit delayed. As you can tell, I'm really new to this watch along live streaming thing. But what matters is we're live. So, but obviously, team news as always. Liverpool have gone obviously really attacking strong. Obviously, Alisson's in net. Frimpong obviously starting. Konate Van Dijk obviously as centre back pairing. Frimpong, Kirkes obviously new fullbacks. John Sobersley in that midfield too. Obviously Watts playing in the number 10. Gakpo and Salah on wing, and Hugo Ekitike up front. So it's a really attacking Liverpool side. I mean, obviously, really no defensive midfielder in there. They just went all attack. So, but apart from that, it's a really strong looking team. And obviously Palace, obviously Dean Henderson, Richards, Lacroix, and Guehi back three. Munoz and Mitchell wing backs. Walton and Kamada in midfield two. Saar, Eze as two number 10s, and obviously Mateta up front. So I think that's probably the same. Same team that played in the FA Cup final, if I'm correct. So but apart from that, I mean, just double check. Unless Joel would play in the final. Where is the So it was the same. So exact same team they played in the final. So yeah. Have they made new signings? I mean, well, not to my knowledge, because obviously I don't follow Palace, but just see any chance. Oh yeah, I forgot. So they did sign two players in Benitez, the goalkeeper from PSV, Sosa from I believe Stuttgart, Romain Esse. Nah, he's from the youth. I thought he played for like Sunderland or something. Apart from that, no, that's it. And of course, so Gravenberch isn't playing because apparently Slot said he became a dad, so he's not even in the matchday squad. But for Liverpool, Endo, McAllister, Chiesa, which I am a bit surprised. I thought he left Liverpool. Elliot, the new keeper, Marmar Dashvi. Well, I didn't butcher it. I mean, if it was kind of scary, I mean, that was fine, but that was really hard to read. Robertson, Trey Inoue, Ben Doak, and Rio Ingumaha. Well, I do know who that is because he's been obviously killing it in pre-season for Liverpool. So, but apart from that, I mean, you're in for a game. I mean, honestly, Palace obviously being FA Cup winners, obviously against the City side. I mean, look, City were bad last season, but still, people would think, City could win it, and then obviously Palace absolutely shocked them, and you're looking at a different
Head and Shoulders helps wash away dandruff and oil.
different Liverpool side. Obviously,
Head and Shoulders, dermatologically tested.
it's 4 new signings that are starting, so but yeah, really strong Liverpool side. I mean, I do have a question because obviously the money they pay for Wirtz is obviously gonna be a lot that he's gonna start. So my question is Liverpool's midfield three Wirtz, McAllister and Gravenberch? I mean, it could be, because initially it was that only Soboslai was in that, but obviously they brought in Wirtz, so possibly could be the midfield three. Apparently Harvey Elliott had links to RB Leipzig, but apart from that, no Liverpool. Oh yeah, I forgot Diaz left as well. I did forget that. So, United look. I'm just trying to check.
Malta's the only major network that lets everyone roam freely in the EU, up to 25 gig.
Yeah, so Gravenberch is not even in the squad because Slot says he's a dad. So yeah, but yeah, score predictions. I'm gonna say 2-1. 2-1 or 3-1. It's between. You know what? I'm gonna say 3-1 because of the team they put out. Just it's very attacking. So, yeah, 3-1 for me. And mainly I'm only saying that because if Liverpool do win, hopefully that curse is real and they don't win the league. So, but no. Apart from that, I'd still say 3-1 to Liverpool. Yeah, 3-1. Obviously tribute to Jota. I just want to check something because apparently Palace, when winning that FA Cup, apparently it was their first trophy in history. I thought they won something like way before, in the 1800s or something, but apparently, the Premier League trophy is the, how many trophies it? Yeah, so they've won the second division championship in 78, 79 and 93, 94. Apart from that, no. So they've never. So I don't think they've ever won the Community Shield. So yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, you know what? If they beated us in the FA Cup twice in 2015 and 1989, then obviously they could have had the opportunity. But I believe this is their first time in the Community Shield. So. But
well, I've still got Joel and Maka alongside me. Right, tell me a little bit, Joel, about how you would like to see Crystal Palace start this game.
Listen, I think it'd be great to see him on the front.
Any news?
We know that we're gonna have to ride.
Oh yeah, for those that are not United fans, this is for United fans. Apparently, Baleba agreed to join United, so obviously that's. I wouldn't say breaking news. Despite obviously other YouTubers saying it is, I'd say if it was breaking news, if we put a bid in, obviously it's not going to be easy since they're asking for 100 million. But apart from that, yeah, really, apart from that, it's it's good news because you'd want obviously agreement between the players, but the thing is that how we're gonna do this deal, which is obviously tough because it's never easy, doing a deal with Brighton, especially when they're one of the best selling teams in the league. So yeah, they're walking out.
It's the traditional media
I mean, too, you know what? I know they're doing this for show, but it is really long when they just come out and then it's like, no, obviously atmosphere-wise it looks sick, but you know, because I know I do believe they do shake hands with like the royal family or some like big people or something. So you know, yeah, here they come. Is that Clint Morrison? Yeah, that is. Yeah, Ian Rush. Ah, so he did play for Palace. Makes sense. I have to say, Liverpool's away kit actually looks sick. It does look cool. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. No.
And since then they've cleared over 800 tons of soil and earth, and they've managed to secure a record turnaround from a concert to a football match. But everybody's worked really hard to get things ready as we prepare for the national anthem to be sung by Sophie Warman. Set here at Wembley Stadium in the sunshine. It's the Community Shield between Crystal Palace and Liverpool on TNT Sports. So this is Crystal Palace. They're at full strength today. The FA
Sorry about that. My cat absolutely took a massive shite on my carpet, so I had to clean it up. How many community shields did Liverpool win? I think it's 13. I think it's 13 community shields. Who's won the most? Liverpool. Oh, Liverpool won at 16, so United 21, Arsenal 17, Liverpool 16, Everton 9, so...
Thanks, Ali. Well, Liverpool includes summer signings Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike. £240 million worth of talent, added to the league champions. Alisson's back in goal after missing the last 2 pre-season matches. No Ryan Gravenberch.
Come on, get this game started. Mo Salah.
Nothing will hit the ground running. Well, it's been a summer where Palace have been able to keep a hold of their star players, and the fact that the FA Cup final hero
Do you know what? I am really surprised how Palace just kept their players.
The centerpiece at 22, the German, set for superstardom. And before the kickoff, we will pay our respects and remember the late Liverpool striker Diogo Jota and his
What did they do?
brother Andre
Oh, they're playing
Silva.
tribute, yeah.
A man who's united the whole football community. And a man
You know, honestly, when we play
number 20.
obviously when we play against Liverpool at Old Trafford, it will technically be our last third game of the season, and hopefully we'll do, you know, a tribute there as well. But obviously we played them in our 8th game, and hopefully we'll do it at Anfield as well. Wait, that was it? 30 seconds? No, come on, that should be 2 minutes silence.
There are a certain few inside the stadium who would spoil
Oh well.
that moment. It's absolutely beyond it.
So let me start the time. Holy shit, let me increase my volume.
There's Arne Slot, 4th Liverpool manager to win the league title in his first season, the first since Sir Kenny Dalglish in 1986. And he's got an even better squad to work with this season. And there's Oliver Glasner, did what no other Palace manager in history has managed to do. Delivered a major trophy to Selhurst Park. Chris Kavanagh's the referee, the VAR Paul Tierney. Well, next weekend it starts for real, but that shouldn't diminish what's at stake today for the two teams. Both want to win the first trophy available today. And of course it provides vital and high-profile minutes for the players as they finalise their preparations for what's ahead. So 77 days since Liverpool hosted Crystal Palace and were presented with the Premier League trophy, Ali. Off we go again.
Yeah, it's nice to get a break, isn't it? It's nicer to be back.
Absolutely smashed it.
Conditions here at Wembley, absolutely perfect. I always say to people, if you're planning a holiday in the United Kingdom, go over the weekend of the Community Shield and the start of the Premier League campaign, because it's always sunny, and we've got the weather here again tonight.
Well, I know we don't get a lot of it, Darren, where I come from, but I was struggling down there with the heat.
First challenge, one down here by Milos Kerkez. Now, I've got to say, Ali, early on when we look at this Liverpool team, fascinated to see what it looks like with the new players. Two fullbacks out there today, very dynamic, the pair of them. And at the top end of the pitch, you've got this ability of Florian Wirtz and all of this potential of Hugo Ekitike.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to it. And away with pass here straight away. I'm genuinely looking forward to it. And you mentioned that Liverpool have strengthened, you know, they look a better squad, and I accept that. However, I'd be quick to point out they've obviously lost some goals as well on their side and some real talent. So I think time will tell, but on paper they look stronger. I don't even know if they're finished yet.
What about that, by the way? We could be in Dortmund or Paris.
Brilliant, that, isn't it?
Crystal Palace supporters who might just be protesting against UEFA. They've got this big decision to come regarding which competition they're going to play in, which is due on Monday.
Why are they protesting?
Well, Liverpool won the league by 10 points last season and start as favourites to retain their title. The last time they played here at Wembley, they lost the League Cup final against Newcastle. They're on the move here with Mo Salah, Jeremy Frimpong,
that's just bullshit.
Ibrahima Konate.
They have to, you know, apparently get promoted to the Conference League, but that's bullshit.
Curtis Jones, who at the outset, Ali, is the deepest of the Liverpool midfielders. He looks as though he's got the Gravenberg role today. We must say congratulations to Ryan and his partner, based on the fact that he became a dad last night. That's why he's not here. And no doubt he's sitting somewhere with his newborn and enjoying the Community Shield. So congratulations from all of us here at TNT Sports. Here's Ekitike and now Gakpo.
Palace have shaped up exactly how I thought they would, Dan. With Liverpool playing two wide players, obviously, Gakpo and Salah, forces Mitchell and Nunes back into a 5, which I have to tell you they're very comfortable in.
This is the summer signing from Bournemouth, Milos Kerkez, and now the Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk. And good to see Alisson back in goal as well. He was back in Brazil for personal reasons, which meant he missed a couple of pre-season games. And he's back in goal for this Community Shield here at Wembley today.
I wouldn't even consider that.
Florian Wirtz, who's got the number 7 shirt, so no pressure whatsoever on the young German.
They've had 1 or 2 good ones, haven't they?
Don't forget, guys, I'm doing the first.
Slips it through here to Ekitike, gets it back again. 2 of Liverpool's summer signings combining. Ekitike with the shot!
And he scores! And he scores!
Well, that's how you announce your arrival in English football, with a quite brilliant finish at Wembley. So much potential. What an unerring finish from the summer signing from Eintracht Frankfurt. And that's what Hugo Ekitike is all about. The goal inside 4 minutes and Liverpool lead 1-0.
Dan, that's a brilliant goal. We can see when the ball's played into him, he's looking for a runner off him. Watch this. When the ball gets played into him, he's thinking about playing it a back flick through his right-hand side. He's just on. There, he's thinking about back heeling that. But he sees he hasn't got a runner going off him, so he makes himself available again for the pass, takes it inside, gets his half yard, bang, finish through the defender's legs, goalkeeper no chance. What a way to say hello to everybody.
I mean, come on, there's no point.
Well, Dean Henderson, who saved the penalty in the cup final, had no chance. There's the applause of Arne Slot. He's only 23, hasn't been capped yet at full level by France. He scored 22 times in all competitions last season for Eintracht Frankfurt. The comparison is Thierry Henry, and when you watch him, he's so smooth, isn't he?
Dan, see when you move to a club, you start your career at a club, in particular as a striker, you just want to get off and running as quickly as you can. I would suggest that 4 minutes is quite good.
What a start for the league champions. They have been full of goals in pre-season. It's worth pointing that out. They've travelled the world, Liverpool, but they've been scoring wherever they've been, and they've clicked into gear early on here against Crystal Palace. Here's Gakpo looking to get the return ball, and that was defended in there by Munoz, who had such a fine individual season last season for Crystal Palace, but Liverpool have started fantastic.
Oh, you really have.
I'll tell you this.
Just on that, I thought he may have been man of the match in the cup final as well, but it certainly looks up after 5, 6, 7 minutes. He's going to have a long day for the rest of his teammates.
Liverpool at the moment living in the Crystal Palace box. In it goes from Kerkez, and again the target was Ekitike in there. They just can't get the ball at the moment, Crystal Palace, but they'll try and get some respite here through Munoz and then Wharton, but it was given straight back to Liverpool. Now they've got it though with Kamada. And now Eze. 4th touch it was, by the way, for Ekitike. I'm not sure what he was messing about at.
Quite fantastic start from him.
It's almost 3 months since Palace's big day here against Manchester City. Ironically, the last competitive game both teams played was against each other at Anfield on the final day of last season. It's a Liverpool team that's been to Hong Kong and Japan, but came back to play 2 friendlies on the same day at Anfield against Athletic Club in midweek, and the goals for the league champions have been flowing. Wirtz to Frimpong, and then Ekitike, who's just trying to speed things up there to Salah.
Yeah, he tried to fire it into him, didn't he? First time we've seen Frimpong breaking down the right-hand side. Worth a mention, there's a lovely little pass from Wharton. Round the corner, get played into him, he fired it into Sarr.
So Hugo Ekitike is a palindrome, Ali. His name, Ekatike, is the same backwards or forwards.
Yeah, I knew what a palindrome was, by the way. Yeah, I was impressed. No, I knew what it was. I knew what it was now. Don't get carried away.
The amount of quizzes you do in various newspapers, I didn't think I'd need to explain it. So Wharton.
I mean, obviously, the post Palace feel, especially with the team, is counter-attack.
He's the Crystal Palace
When they play
captain.
against City,
Eze
the amount of freedom they have.
finished last
City
season in
went and
sensational
stopped
form
them.
in terms of scoring goals and making them. Eze for Crystal Palace. I think I'm right in saying that the clause doesn't exist anymore either, so that strengthens the belief that he's going to be a Crystal Palace player for the foreseeable future.
That'll be music to the ears of the Palace fans, I would imagine. What a talent, lovely talent. One of these boys you just could watch all day, Dan.
So this is the opportunity for the first long throw-in today from the United States international, Chris Richards. It looks as though Lacroix, the number 5, is going to be the target. He's beaten in the air there by Canate. And then away by Frimpong. Mitchell slides it through here to Kamada, promising here for Crystal Palace, and he's managed to find a bit of space, and then he went over, and they'll get the corner. Frimpong was working hard to get back there for Liverpool.
What a touch, what a take in the half-turn from Kamada. Excellent. He gets the ball first, doesn't he? He definitely gets the ball first, but take nothing away from the touch and the turn.
Well, just on that, if there is a VAR decision today, then the referee, Chris Kavanagh, will explain to the crowd the reasoning, so we'll get that on the microphone over the PA system as the game develops.
Announcing it to the fans.
Here goes the Crystal Palace corner that's headed away by Canate. Now the counter-attack may well be on for Liverpool, and look at them flying forward. They've got a 4-on-2. And had that been a better pass, they might well have been in. Frimpong was charging forward. I think it was Kamada who got a vital touch, and that's a foul on Eze.
Oh, well, I didn't even
Just took him out, Canate, didn't he? Probably a little bit fortunate there.
Yeah, I think that's the best kill. I mean,
Could have been the wrong end of a yellow.
You know what? It gives vibes of that season when they get
Ali, when they sprung forward like that was like the days of Jurgen Klopp. I mean, they were much more controlled, weren't they? Last season, the first season of the Arne Slot, but they've got players now that can get from back to front so quickly, Liverpool.
Yeah, I think you make a good point, actually. Palace, who we expect to be quite good in the counter, will have to get back in very, very quickly after their counter.
Of Sengehi, Lacroix and Richards, 3 central defenders all into Liverpool's penalty area. It's the end where the Liverpool supporters are behind Alisson's goal. Little touch there from Mitchell, which means that Eze can hit one. It took a deflection and it's behind for a corner.
Doesn't look as though it's going in, just comes off into Sobber's light for the corner.
So Eze out to take the corner for Crystal Palace. It's a good header at the front post by the goal scorer, Ekatike. Back in by Kamada. And the offside flag up against Crystal Palace.
I hate when they do that, you know, like, it's already
Here's the goal again, just watch. It's played into him, he thinks about a back flick.
Or it was a once assist as well.
Takes a touch there. And it's a beautiful finish, beautiful composed finish. Struck but also placed at the same time.
And that shot is very nice.
Aiming for that far corner. Goes through Kamada's legs, but what a start to his Liverpool career.
I mean, that's the moment where Liverpool's future becomes the present. A goal made in the Bundesliga from last season, finished off here at Wembley Stadium between a 22-year-old and a 23-year-old who they've spent a lot of money on, but there is now the pressure on the pair of them to deliver. It's Wharton for Crystal Palace. Forward then by Lacroix, but Frimpong was back there. What a touch that is, by the way, from Ekatike. And then Burns has got Mo Salah running forward.
Salah,
It goes towards Cody Gakpo. What a save by Dean Henderson. Fantastic save. The touch from Ekatike at the start of all that was brilliant.
I mean, the move itself was excellent. We've got to see the touch again. The touch was beautiful. Oh, look at that, outside the right foot. And he's off. And you're right, ends up a good save from Henderson. Might just have been offside. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Goalkeeper obviously doesn't know that. It's an awkward one because it bounces. How about that touch?
I've got to say that if that's a taste of things to come, then Liverpool will entertain us royally this season.
Again, Dean Henderson, I mean, this guy. I mean, I know they can see them, whatever.
Play through now towards Mateta, who's onside. Out comes Alisson. And he did well there, didn't he, the Liverpool goalkeeper? Danger still not clear. Ismail Assar on the turn, but he's gone over. Now what's the referee say? Penalty. Virgil van Dijk. And Crystal Palace have a penalty here in the Community Shield.
Come on, you know,
a couple of things to go over, isn't there? The big fella's got to get a shot away. He's got to score.
Be honest once
That said, there's no hesitation from the referee, Christopher Kavanagh. That touch there. Does he make contact with his left foot? Yes, I think it's a penalty. I think it's a penalty, Fletch. I don't think the big fella touches the ball at all. Worth a mention, the goalkeeper as well. You're right, I'm giving Mateta a little bit of a hard time there, but the goalkeeper does exceptionally well, makes himself big and doesn't get down.
Very patient, wasn't he, Alisson? Timed it well.
Yeah.
It's been checked by Paul Tierney. It is a penalty, all confirmed, but I think the pictures told us that anyway.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, like, Mateta
I think they're just having a look at the offside in the build-up, but that's been confirmed as well now, so the penalty stands.
It wasn't offside. He's still bloody missed.
I think it's Kerkez just plays him onside, you know, in the left-back position.
Mateta's going to take it.
Well, Liverpool have had the lion's share of it, but Jean-Philippe Mateta, who scored 17 goals for Crystal Palace last season, has the chance to bring them level. Mateta against Alisson and scores. Took the penalty fantastically. And Crystal Palace level in the Community Shield, courtesy of their top scorer from last season.
Well, the one thing I would say is, Dan, he ran up with a lot more confidence than he did a minute and a half prior to that. I looked at him running up for his chance and I thought, you know, he didn't look to me a man that was confident he was going to stick the ball by the goalkeeper. His run up and the penalty was the complete opposite. There you are, no problem. This has been quite a lively 16 minutes, I have to say.
Well, I was about to say that. I mean, sometimes these can be a little bit slow and a bit lethargic because the teams are focused on what might be lying ahead for them. But a couple of goals inside 17 minutes. There's the celebration from Oliver Glasner. And it's Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 1. Hugo Ekatike and Jean-Philippe Mateta.
And I'm going to mention him again in the build-up. A lovely little ball in the middle of the park forward from Adam Wharton. Smashing little ball.
For Crystal Palace by Mark Gahey. Strength on that side shown by Eze, although he's lost it here to Burke, so now Dominic Szoboszlai.
Salah.
Kerkez has one straight into Richards, and that might just have taken the wind out of him. He was hit there from point blank range. Look at the Palace fans now. That's what it was like here in May.
Oh, I know.
I mean, surely Palace won this, though. Surely. Since they've been winning.
Turned around the corner by Verts to Ekachike. Munoz was able to get the ball back again, and we know what he likes to do. We talk about the Liverpool fullbacks, but as a wing-back, he loves to burst forward. For Crystal Palace on this occasion, though, that's not the best of balls in, but he's such an asset as an attacking player to them, isn't he, Munoz?
He certainly is. One thing that Gakpo won't like, him making those runs and having to go back with them. That's why, I'll be brutally honest here, if it was Tyreek Mitchell, I'd be attempting to do the exact same with Salah. And take him back into an area he wouldn't want to go. I'm not sure Salah will go with him right now. That's the difference.
So Ismail Assar for Crystal Palace. Fantastic individual season with him last season, and here's Munoz, Colombian raiding forward again. It's an opportunity as well that's fired right across the face of goal.
I just wonder how far away, far in front the ball is from Matete here when it comes back across. Oh, I'm just wondering, could they react quicker?
I mean, Mitchell's just walked in there and nobody seemed to realise that he'd arrived.
And the fella never went back.
I never understand this. Why side foot? I mean, just.
What I'm saying is, if I was him, I'd be continuing to do that for the rest of the match, because he will get space. Salah is a wonderful, wonderful talent, one of the best we've seen in a long, long time. But if you're Mitchell, you would attempt to take him into an area he doesn't want to go, or doesn't go.
That team again.
This touch only finding Dominic Szoboszlai. Now there's space out here for Milos Kerkez. Too close here to Jeremy Frimpong. It's a good run as well by Frimpong. It's got in towards. Go, it's gone in!
Oh my God, how's that gone in?
Well, look at his smile. Just as the Liverpool supporters were applauding after 20 minutes Diogo Jota in remembrance of him, Liverpool score a goal, and you wonder if the number 20 was looking down at that moment.
That's unbelievable.
It's a freakish goal from Frimpong.
I mean, does it come off the outside of his right boot? He certainly goes down the outside. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I think he hits it with the outside of his right foot, Dan.
It's got bizarre spin on the ball.
Yeah. Well, it has to come off the outside of his right foot for the ball to do that. Goes down the run, takes a... He's just trying to... Now, he'll probably tell me otherwise. I think he's just trying to hang that up at the back post.
Ali, how poignant that Liverpool scored at Wembley after 20 minutes.
Incredible.
After 20 minutes.
Yeah, look at the
Diogo
technique.
Jota's number, the Liverpool supporters were applauding after 20 minutes in remembrance of their striker. And right on cue, Jeremy Frimpong scored a bizarre goal for them here.
To the back post.
Some things are just meant to be.
And wow, I forgot he actually
You know?
scored in the 20th minute. So once again, Palace, City take the lead.
I have to say, Ali, that's a hairs on the arm moment, the timing of that Liverpool goal.
Dan, you just have to look about. There's a lot of stunned people up here at the moment.
So Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 2. And on the day Liverpool remember their number 20, Jeremy Frimpong scores after 20 minutes in the Community Shield.
Him and Ekatike scoring on big beats as well.
Well, we just need Kerkez and Guts to score, and that's a quartet.
On the ball there by Dominic Szoboszlai, and here's Cody Gakpo.
Youth did well getting back to him. Oh,
That's a lovely ball. Mateta to Eze. Now he needs a bit of support. Sar's the nearest to him, but look how quickly Frimpong gets back to win it.
Goal for the first time in the early stages of the game. See, one thing about that, Frimpong, very similar in respect to somebody like that. Goal for the first time in the early stages of the game. See, one thing about that, Frimpong, very similar in respect to somebody like that. I would say Kyle Walker, the pace can get the back out, another challenge.
This is the space that Birch wants to play in. Salah back towards Frimpong. He was just at the ball there by Eze. Mitchell there as well for Crystal Palace.
I don't think he minds it either. I think he's up for it, isn't he? Very competitive. Here we go, just look at his foot. Yeah, he just kind of stabs at it, Dan.
Yeah, kind of like.
And I believe he's trying to play it in the back post area, but because he stabbed at it with the outside of his right foot, it does put an element of spin on it.
Well, the players on a warm day are going to take a drinks break. It's been quite a start with 3 goals so far today. The Liverpool's 2 goals scored by new players as well. Hugo Ekitike and Jeremy Frimpong, the Mateta penalty. It gives us a chance to tell you about the games we've got coming up. The Super Cup on Wednesday between Paris Saint-Germain and Tottenham, and the Premier League kick-off is Aston Villa against Newcastle. And the football lineup on TNT Sports this season isn't normal. We've got 52 Premier League matches, 529 games from UEFA's club competitions, as well as the most extensive ever coverage of the Emirates FA Cup and the Adobe Women's FA Cup. And if that's not enough, we've got season-long action from Serie A as well. It's all to come. Get your rest, Ali, when you can, because you're going to be a busy man.
I think you will be too, by the sounds of that.
Well, possibly.
That's what you want,
possibly.
But you know something, we'll love it, don't we?
Absolutely. Do you know what? With the World Cup to come next summer as well, I think I'm as excited about the start of this football season as I have been for a while. You think about the big clubs in the league, they've all got better, big players are coming in. I think the title race is going to be more competitive. I think City and Chelsea are going to be closer. Arsenal have got a striker now. A lot's happened over the summer.
No doubt about it. Some great signings, some interesting signings.
Adam Wharton for Crystal Palace. That's not a bad ball, just bent in a little much at the end, didn't it, to Alisson?
I don't think that's a bad ball at all. He's looking for somebody to come across and attack it.
Just looks like like an eye issue here for Ibrahima Konate. If there is one area for Liverpool where they might
centre-back,
just be a fraction weak, it could be their central defensive position.
Yeah, you just want to see Joe Gomez get fit, stay fit. That's what you want to see.
I know that Stephen Manaman was pretty adamant prior to the game when he was chatting down there with you and Laura that they will go and get themselves a central defender before the window closes. That's probably more urgent than the Isak situation right now. Crystal Palace are going to have to make a change here, and Will Hughes is ready, as you can see. It looks as though it's going to be for Daichi Kamada.
Kamada might be coming off.
Which, with the Premier League season only a week away, that's the last thing that you want to see if you're Oliver Glasner. They've only made a couple of signings. Benitez, the goalkeeper, who's on the bench, and Borna Sosa as well. They've only spent £3 million up to now, but I think the focus has been on keeping what they've got in the main. They're not the only team in the Premier League who've been focused on that.
No, and that was my point in discussions earlier before the match. I think if you asked Crystal Palace fans, all fans want to see new players come and strengthen. But in the grand scheme of things, I think the improvement in Crystal Palace as a team and as a squad, with a new manager, has been pretty evident. So we're certainly heading in the right direction.
I mean, the fact that he's still playing, I thought he...
There's Steve Parish, who had a busy Friday when he was in Lausanne, arguing Crystal Palace's case to play in the Europa League this season. Sat alongside Clinton Morrison, the former Crystal Palace striker. And Kamada leaving the field here to be replaced by Will Hughes, who played 41 games for them last season, so it's an experienced player to bring on.
He's not ring rusty, he'll be ready to go.
Towards Cody Gakpo, but headed away by Richards. Little flick inside by Ekitike. They don't lack for confidence, those two, do they? Wirtz and Ekitike, who seem to be on the same wavelength already.
You just get the feeling they're going to enjoy playing with each other.
Especially now you know he's a palindrome.
It's always surprised me and disappointed me to a certain degree that the word palindrome isn't a palindrome. If you're going to have a word for a palindrome, you should have made it a palindrome.
There is only you that would think that way. It's why I love you. Szoboszlai with a nice ball. Here's Cody Gakpo. There's a real flow about Liverpool when they get forward. Szoboszlai's ball, Frimpong in an advanced position, back to Florian Wirtz. And away by Eze. Combining with Szoboszlai, that's going to be a throw-in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, apart from that, obviously, big goal for Palace, obviously losing to Mark. I mean, don't they need like a midfielder?
No Alexis McAllister in the starting lineup today. He's had one or two injuries during pre-season. He's had a bit of a stop-start pre-season, so he's on the bench here for Liverpool. Not quite ready to start.
I did say 3-1. I almost said 2-1. Look, it could possibly, be equaliser for Palace, and Liverpool might score more than 3.
It's dropped a little bit deeper now. Here's Kirkes. Looking for the run of Ekitike. So there is Liverpool's new number 7, and the irony is, Ali, it's 48 years to the day since Liverpool signed Kenny Dalglish from Celtic.
I know I'm biased. I'll never wear 7 by him. I hope he does well, Wirtz. But Kenny was my man. What a player.
It's a lot to live up to, but he's got the talent and the confidence, you feel. Florian Wirtz, £100 million initially, but it does rise to about 116 if he meets all of the add-ons and escalators. There's a centre forward here towards Sarr. That's away by Szoboszlai. Throw it.
So obviously,
it's the first time today the teams have played against each other at Wembley. possible omen for Crystal Palace is that the FA Cup winners have beaten the league champions in 7 of the last 9 Community Shield games. They've got a opposite road to make up at the moment. Liverpool ahead. Last time they played at a neutral venue was the famous FA Cup semi-final at Palace 4-3. Yeah,
I remember it well.
yeah. I think in 1990.
Have we even sold anyone? We're the only person who went out the door.
Tremendous game that was. What a game of football.
That was because he was a free agent.
TK not quite able to find Frimpong, who's slipped.
There's Mitchell.
Salah on the move.
Mateta in the middle.
And he's got Mateta running in.
There's Salah.
I think he wanted initially to shoot, didn't he?
Of course he did.
The angle.
Of course he did.
On it goes by Verts, and now it's Ekitike in space for Liverpool, and he's got Gakpo and Salah up there with him. Gakpo too strong for Hughes. Now Mo Salah. Curtis Jones.
Race a chance for Palace. I mean, you do realise what he's trying to do. Kind of shoot.
Gets it back again from Salah.
But it's just that when you don't release that shot on the side.
Defending on that side, though, by Gehi.
Smiling, that was good play from Gakpo. He knows Hughes is behind him, Dan, and he knows he's going to come in and try and bite it. So he just puts his right leg across, knowing that Hughes will kick it over, lose his balance. Very clever.
When you're delaying it, you get off balance, and it's like, when am I going to shoot? And obviously,
Van Dijk
just
thinks on
start
forward.
panicking.
Cody Gakpo brings it down. It's
Anyway,
in
it's
from
just
Munoz.
so, yeah.
His team to Austria for pre-season, so familiar surroundings for Oliver Glasner. Milos Kerkez, one of 2 Hungarian internationals in this Liverpool starting lineup today. Van Dijk gets the flick on, and then Mitchell away. First beaten by Hughes.
I mean, you know what? I've really got a question for Palace. Why do they like Hughes? The
It
guy's
takes 35 minutes to take a look at Liverpool. I know
way
it's a very
ball
small
plays is
sample
like-
size,
Yeah.
but do you think they're going to look different this season with the arrivals, the fullbacks and the players they've signed? Will it be a slightly different style for them?
I'm not sure about a dramatic change, Dan, to be quite honest with you. I think they'll, you know, when they can hit you in the break, they'll be very good at it, but generally in possession, they're extremely comfortable with full-backs getting forward.
Talented ball there by Eze. And there's space here for Munoz. He's got players arriving in the middle. Mateta is the target here, and it worked its way through in there to Hughes, who came in late and just managed to beat Mitchell to the ball, but they were just struggling a little bit there, Liverpool, to deal with that.
Lovely switch to Munoz. It's a good ball in. I'm just wondering, can Mateta attack take it in front of Kanate, but Hughes is clearly off balance at the best. Yeah, I'm just wondering if he ran across him rather than behind him. And he's leaning back for the shot.
Can't finish the table.
But he's got forward a couple of times on this right-hand side.
Hasn't scored since the final day of the season in 2023, so not exactly
Well,
familiar
his last
surroundings
goal
for Will Hughes.
The last day of the 2020 season.
All kinds of space here for Dominic Szoboszlai in Liverpool. Munoz got back well, though. He just took too long in possession, didn't he? And now they can go the other way, Palace, although Ismail Assar didn't read the intentions there.
Well, he had to check his run down. He wanted it earlier. When it wasn't delivered earlier, he had to step back on side, and that was the problem. He was coming back when the pass got made.
So Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 2. 8 minutes to play in a first half here at Wembley that's given us plenty.
Very enjoyable.
thing that is maybe worth pointing out at this stage, to this point, Mo Salah's had 6 touches of the ball.
Yeah.
A lot of it's gone through Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike to this point.
You're very well aware what he can do with his 7th, though, aren't you?
Yeah, there is that. There is that. Walton plays the ball. It was a good run, wasn't it, from Mitchell, who just tried to bend his run, so he stayed onside.
Eza kept the width there, kept Frimpong out there, and Mitchell come up and tried to nip in between him and Kanate, Frimpong Kanate. It's an interesting one because Kerkez might just be playing him onside, you know.
He's a different type of wing-back, isn't he? The Munoz on this side. He's not the barnstormer, but he times those runs really well. That's 2 or 3 times he's done that in the first half, Mitchell. Offside flag up against Cody Gakpo.
I want to see again who's on the local bench.
Went short, and then spun in behind Munoz.
Surely Robertson's playing.
Just went a little bit early.
It's one of those days at Wembley, if you're a supporter, you want to win, but it doesn't absolutely cripple you if you don't win. I mean, you can enjoy it today, can't you?
I suppose that doesn't happen very often.
No.
I'll take your point.
It means so much, doesn't it, whenever you come for a cup final. But the Community Shield, you've done the business. Enjoy your day. If you get the Shield, fine. If you don't, you've got the season to look forward to next weekend.
Absolutely brilliant, but then somehow Oliver Glasner wants to play Rohit over, which doesn't make sense. Nathaniel Klein, Edson Edouard, Ase, Sosa, Benitez, Justin Leveni, and Will Collins. Yeah, low points, Ando, McAllister.
Crystal Palace here today without either Czech Ducouré or Eddie Nketiah. Still out injured at the moment, so 2 players that might well play a part as the season develops, but not available right now. Joe Gomez not with Liverpool, and as we mentioned earlier, Ryan Gravenberch, because he became a dad yesterday. That's overhit by Henderson.
Why he didn't play now, honestly.
I think the message, though, is pretty clear from the Palace keeper. Get yourself a bit of
I'm not a Palace fan, so I don't really know, but I mean, knowing quality-wise...
He's a great character for the team, isn't he, Henderson? He thoroughly enjoyed saving the penalty at Wembley. He had the little altercation with Pip after as well. He's not a shrinking violet by any stretch. I think he's a real contender for the England position as well, moving forward. He'll fancy a real run at Jordan Pickford before the World Cup.
I don't think there's any doubt he'll fancy it.
Only 3 goalkeepers last season kept more clean sheets than him in the Premier League.
Maybe
He just enjoyed that final so much.
4 minutes left.
Van Dijk onto Kerkez. He's not been quite as expressive down the left as Frimpong has down the right. I mean, Frimpong just runs up and down for the duration of the match. Kerkez running now, and Lacroix just holding him off to win Palace the goal kick.
Really good fit from Liverpool's wing-backs, full-backs, whatever you want to call them. It's like that pace, that overlapping full-backs, you know. And they just run up and down.
Wirtz is going to have to get back there, although Kanate beat him to it. Interesting season for him, isn't it? Because he went through the whole Van Dijk and Salah and Alexander-Arnold thing, and he's going into the final year of his contract now as well. Liverpool centre-back. Two teammates combining from last season, Florian Wirtz and Jeremy Frimpong, who were both at Bayer Leverkusen. It's a lovely little bit of deception from Wirtz, and he gets the ball back again from Szoboszlai. I think we're going to enjoy him.
Yeah, just a great little turn, wasn't it?
Ekitike flicking one back in. Richards there though for Palace.
I mean, to be honest, Liverpool are set for 5 years.
So Bosnia not able to find Ekatike.
There's Mateta.
Here's Mateta. It's a free kick to Crystal Palace.
No, he's claiming he took the ball, and you know something, he might have got a touch in the ball, but he certainly takes a man. And after the last couple, I think it's a yellow card. Nah, he doesn't take the ball at all. Yellow card and a free kick.
Wasn't.
He thought he was kind of complaining, he thought he got a nick on the ball, but not the way I saw it.
Just going to try and get it confirmed, but it feels as though Florian Wirtz has had the most touches of any player in the first half. It feels as though the game is being played through him.
No, I'm a little bit surprised you don't know the tally, because you've been enjoying them.
Keeper there for Liverpool. I'm told he's actually fourth. Virgil van Dijk's the leading toucher of the ball in the first half, but it tends to be the case, doesn't it, in the modern game, that the centre-backs are touching it a lot.
Seem to be backtracking a little bit there, Don.
Listen, it's the opening day of the season. I may as well start as I mean to go on and get things wrong in the first half.
Well, you've not got copyright in that, let's be honest.
Offside flag up against Liverpool.
Offside.
Well, by that logic, I think we're probably in agreement that Salah might have had the least.
Yes. I would think there's going to be 6 additional minutes, and you've got to take the drinks break into account as well, so that's why it's a bit longer than you might anticipate. It's been a good half, though. Liverpool ahead early through Ekatike, a goal inside 4 minutes. Mateta's penalty after Sarr being fouled by Van Dijk. And then Frimpong after 20 minutes, as the Liverpool supporters were applauding the memory of Diogo Jota. He scored. Diogo Jota, of course, Liverpool's number 20, so that really was a poignant and a special moment here at Wembley.
It certainly was, and that was a interesting little tussle down the left-hand side there. Ekatike and Munoz. Richards, a bigger pardon.
Hoisted forward there by Van Dijk. Frimpong went in with Mitchell. Hughes can then send it forward. There is Van Dijk. He's got all the confidence in the world, not just to head it away, but to actually head it to his colleague.
He knows exactly what he's doing there.
Apparently it might be 6 minutes on that.
So 7 added minutes. Florian Wirtz got the yellow card for kicking the ball away, so delaying the restart. The only real blemish on his first half performance. There's a stat doing the rounds over the last 2 seasons. The only 2 players who've got at least 10 goals and 10 assists in the last 2 seasons in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Mo Salah, Florian Wirtz. If you like that kind of thing.
I do.
That includes
I'm certainly get Salah. I'm not sure what's my second guess, but I would have got there.
Time for Munoz. I'm not necessarily sure Richards was expecting that, then he got himself tangled up with Ekatike.
Dan, I'm actually going to say, I think he got away with it by taking a bad touch there, Richards. I think if he'd taken a good touch here, or it might be, I might have done him a severe injustice there. It might have been brilliant. I think we've got to give him the credit. He was aware that he had a player on his right-hand side. There's that switch again now.
Yeah, super ball out to Munoz, who's in behind Liverpool here. Now, can he deliver a good cross? Well, he did. It's an interesting situation there for Sarr, who threw himself at the ball, but again it's Munoz getting in behind Liverpool down the right.
I think Konate does well. He does brilliant. He does brilliant. He just sees him coming at the corner of his eye. Watch us and blocks him and grabs him with his arm there. He does enough to put him off. Big centre-back does well there, Dan.
Frustration for Glasgow. Sarr was the semi-final hero here against Aston Villa. Had his best goal-scoring season as a Premier League player last season, so it's certainly something for him to build on. It was a really potent front three, wasn't it, for Crystal Palace? tell you what I did think, Ali, based on what I saw from Kirkes at Bournemouth last season. If you were looking for someone to replace Andy Robertson, you couldn't really find anybody better, couldn't you, in terms of energy and the way he plays than Kirkes.
One thing I would say though,
Mateta's going to try and run in behind. The flag's gone up though against him, even though he's dragged the shot wide. The flag went up quickly, which is nice to see. If the flag's going to go up quicker in those circumstances, I would be all for that.
That would cheer me up no end. Getting back to the point you're making about Kirkes, I think the one person that'll have something to say about replacing Andy Robertson will be Andy Robertson, as a matter of fact.
Yes. It's too early to write him off.
He will not be giving up that jersey without a fight, a serious fight.
He's filled it as a centre-back as well, hasn't he, during pre-season?
Well,
Andy Robertson, still the Scotland captain.
Guarantee you that.
Robertson? Could you probably expect him to start?
Ekitike was trying to get in again. He causes problems, doesn't he, when he gets forward, Ekitike. Here's Frimpong. Some players have just got the look about them. The game's relatively easy, and he's one of them.
You know, he just looks comfortable on the ball. He can take it in, he can get in behind. I think he's one of these players, I mean, I've seen him briefly in the Liverpool jersey in the first half time. Midfielders can fire it into him and they're comfortable, they'll take care of it.
Florian Wirtz, nice and patient. He was trying to pick out Szoboszlai. Gets the ball back again here. Clips one to Frimpong.
Frimpong shot.
He picks him out. I think ideally he was wanting to hit that first time, wasn't he? Then he gets it all wrong, leaning back.
Just on Mo Salah, he's still got the fewest touches of any Liverpool player with only 10, and none of them have been inside the Crystal Palace penalty area in this first half. I'm reliably informed. I don't think it's anything to worry about.
No, but that would certainly delight Palace.
57 goals and assists in 52 games last season. Here's Munoz trying to get through.
We stopped, didn't he?
Yeah.
If he kept going, that might have been interesting.
Now he's high up the pitch, which has left this space for Gakpo. With a couple of minutes of additional time to go at the end of this first half.
Sarda's brilliant there getting back, because Richards doesn't want to come out into that space that Munoz has left, so Sarda on a turn there.
Jeremy Frimpong up against Mark Gahey. Now Curtis Jones. To Wirtz, and then on goes Kirkes. Now Gakpo. Wirtz slides one into Ekitike and then gets back on the ball again. His run was blocked in there by Lacroix. Mateta able to bounce off Van Dijk and find Eze. Maybe the chance here for a final flourish at the end of the first half for Crystal Palace. Goes towards Ismail Assar, and Van Dijk just able to get there. There's Munoz though, who beat Kirkes to the ball. And flicked away by Canate, but Palace can keep it with Mitchell. Hughes. Now Munoz. Defended in there by Frimpong, and there is the half-time whistle, and that was a very enjoyable first half here at Wembley. Flying start for Liverpool. Hugo Ekitike with a goal inside 4 minutes. And then Palace level, Virgil van Dijk with a foul on Ismail Assar, and Mateta, last season's Crystal Palace top scorer, stepped up to beat Alisson. But Liverpool, after 20 minutes, as the supporters behind Alisson's goal were celebrating Diogo Jota, Liverpool's number 20, Jeremy Frimpong scored an audacious goal that spun into the back of the net above Dean Henderson, and it gives us a half-time score in the Wembley sunshine of Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 2.
This guy's vision, not normal. Tuesday and Wednesday nights aren't normal. Thursdays are wild too. Streets won't forget not normal. Not normal levels for untraditional Big Six.
Who are you calling untraditional?
These throws weren't normal. Beth Techers aren't normal. Neither is 18 games at the same time. Normal can sling its hook. With all these competitions in one place, this is not normal. TNT Sports.
What makes going back to school with Nutmeg at Morrison's feel smart?
Come on, we're going to be late. 3, 2, 1, cheese.
Is that whatever age you're buying, you pay the same price. Whether it's polo shirts, pinafores, trousers, or even socks.
Half time here. Liverpool lead 2-1. My thoughts. Yeah, look, obviously, obviously expect Liverpool to dominate the game. Obviously Palace counter-attacking, as we saw when they faced City against in the FA Cup. I do have one thing to say, and this is where you feel like how Liverpool are going to be as a team, because I've seen their win-backs, whether it's Frimpong or Kirkers, whether it's Trent or Robertson, you kind of see those win-backs going forward, and then it's like, whenever you win the ball off them, it's like, why don't teams absolutely, attack from those sides? It's almost like, once a team, wins the ball, it's almost like they're going to attack in the middle, because when you see win-backs going forward, their space is absolutely exposed, and that just gives them, obviously, chances for the opposition to give trouble for Liverpool. But I've seen so many teams where they've just counter-attacked, and it's like they always it's almost like they always counter-attack centrally instead of going wide, so look, I mean, this is what even as a Man United fan, when we face Liverpool, that when you see Kirkers and Frimpong going forward, always counter-attack when we have the chance to on the width, because if you're going to counter-attack centrally, you're going to have to come up against Konate and Van Dijk, and knowing how great they are as a centre-back partnership, they're going to win the ball off you easily, and it's not like it's just going to be such an easy thing for us that like, it's not going to be easy. So that's what I'm saying, counter-attack from the width, and then that obviously brings either Van Dijk, who's on the left-hand side, and obviously Konate on the right-hand side, and obviously play them, and obviously Liverpool, all over the place. But I don't see teams do that a lot, because, it's almost like counter-attack centrally, and you just lose the ball to either Konate or Van Dijk. But I think they need to check this, because if Palace are going to get a result from Liverpool, is absolutely attacking on that width, and that's what you're seeing from Munoz. Obviously he's the one that's going up and down. Same with Mitchell, but when they're counter-attacking, you have to attack that area where it's just exposed. Otherwise, keep on going centrally and up against Konate and Van Dijk isn't gonna go well. So, they do need to work on that. It's not even Palace. It's just every, it's every team that's in the Premier League. Like, when you face Liverpool, this is what they need to do, and it's like, it's like almost easy for Liverpool to, you know, play the way they want to play. Otherwise, you know, have we seen, you know, Liverpool exposed, you know, on that on the defensive side with either Trent or Robertson. You know, no team that seems to, you know, expose that part. But I mean, look, I mean, that's what teams need to work, because I feel like that's their weakness. You know, you see Kirkes and Frimpong going forward. You know, not only that, they're energetic, they're relentless, they're overlapping fullbacks. But then when you see Palace winning the ball, you don't see them absolutely attacking on the whip. So look, I feel like they need to see that and obviously work on it. But apart from that, I think obviously entertaining from a neutral point. But apart from that, yeah, 3 goals in a half. I mean, you love to see it. So yeah. Obviously, this is the United. I mean, this is the United front, but obviously it's not Manchester United. But if I could give a player rating, I mean, I'd just give a player rating to, you know. Yeah, so each player I'm gonna give a player rating to. I normally wouldn't do that, but just to pass on time. So, obviously start with Palace. Dean Henderson, I'm gonna say, probably say a 6. You know, I obviously did concede 2 goals. I mean, probably the second goal was probably more of a fluke. But, I mean, there were obviously chances. And obviously, comfortably and well kept, you know, 2 goals away from Palace, from Liverpool. Lacroix, I mean, I don't know if it was him that let Ekitike score. I think it might have been Richards, but probably say a 6. Chris Richards, probably say a 6. You know, it could have been lower, but mainly because of, you know, I mean, I've said this before, you know, Ekitike was close with, I think it was Kamada and Richards, and, you know, the gap between these two is very close, so there's no point blocking it, you know, tackle him. Because if there was 5 yards between them, obviously block it, but that's fair enough. But they were legit close to each other, and they're not absolutely tackling him, and that's what gave him the chance to score. So, you know, that's why I said, you know, it wasn't a great goal to concede, because from a defensive point, when they're so close to you, you have to tackle it. Otherwise, if it was either 5 or 10 yards, fair enough. All you have to do is, you know, you either go ahead and block, or you just stand your ground and block. But the goal they conceded, you know, I mean, I had to do better, but still, praise to Ekitike. Guehi, I'm gonna say a 6. I mean, you know, kept Salah quite well, and yeah, Munoz, I'm gonna give I think probably a 7, maybe a 7.5, but I'll probably say 7.5 because of the half itself. Running down the wing, obviously he's the one that's creating chances for Palace. Obviously him being an absolute threat when running down the right hand side. And yeah, really good. 7.5 for me. Mitchell, I'm gonna say 6.5 for me. Not as effective as Munoz was, with his obviously running down the wing and obviously creating chances, but obviously he's done well. Obviously, plus that, you know, keeping Mo Salah you know, tight, and obviously not as much as a threat that you expect him to be. So 6.5. Kamada, I'd probably say, obviously substituted off, so I'd probably say 6, but obviously it was him and Richards leading to that Ekitike goal, so I'd probably say 6. Walton, obviously he's a name that obviously us Manchester United fans want, but knowing Palace, they're going to ask for a lot. But, you know, from him, obviously, I think as a half in itself, I'd probably say a 5.5, because that's because of the quality that he can do and what you expect him to do, and you know he can do better. So I'd probably say 5.5. It hasn't been obviously the best of halves for him. But Ismail Sarr, I'd probably say 6.5, and obviously due to that, penalty that he won for Palace. But there have been times where he was cutting in a shoot, and obviously the first time when he did it obviously led to a pen. Again, when you're trying to cut in and shoot, you try and release it as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you're gonna hesitate, you're gonna panic, and at one point you're just gonna be off balance. So, and that's what happened with him in the second time when he had the chance, and obviously hesitated, and obviously Liverpool won the ball back. But apart from that, had a chance almost from a cutback, couldn't get his head on it. But apart from that, 6.5. It has been really quiet. Obviously has played lovely passes in behind Liverpool's defence, which obviously were leading to Munoz's attacks. But apart from that, 6. Again, because normally, as at the end of the day, and you obviously expect more from him. But obviously this is based on the half anyway. And Mateta, I'd probably say 6.5 because of the goal. But in terms of that, I feel like I think obviously obviously he did score the penalty, but before that, he was 1-on-1 with Alisson. Obviously it's not easy scoring a goal against Alisson, but he was thinking about going around him or either shoot first time. And obviously this is where you're at the point where you're 1-on-1, and you have two choices. You either go around or you take it first time. And obviously he was in the middle of both, but obviously redeemed it by scoring a penalty. And obviously another chance as well, I believe, where he was 1-on-1 again, and didn't take the chance. Couple of offsides, but still a threat for Liverpool in terms of his physicality, strength, and height. It's never been, it hasn't been he's made it hard for Konate, so I give it a 6. Liverpool, I'm just trying to check. Nope, nothing. Alisson, I'm gonna say I'd probably say a 7. I feel like the chances that Palace have had, obviously that 1-on-1 save that he had against Matata, that was really well. I thought it was offside, but it wasn't. But apart from that, kept Liverpool well. Obviously the only goal he conceded was a penalty. Can't do anything about that unless you have a miracle in yourself. But 7 for me. Konate, I'm going to say 6. And despite how decent he's played, I feel like Mateta's given in a game. I don't know if... Liverpool don't have another centre-half on the bench. Look, they probably might play Endo there, but probably might be a risk. But obviously he's on a booking. And Mateta's absolutely kept it on wraps. But apart from that, 6, and obviously defended well. Frimpong, I'm gonna go with probably gonna give a 6.5. Obviously with the goal, and obviously as goals come and how freakish they can become. Look, obviously a goal's a goal, you can't do anything about it. But everyone knows he was trying to cross it. So, but apart from that, really well done. Running down the wing, obviously, reason why they bought him, and obviously him to be that Trent replacement. But apart from that, really well. Van Dijk, gonna say obviously 6.5. I feel like only defender trying to keep out Mateta. Still obviously Mateta is still giving pressure to Van Dijk, but apart from that, I feel like Van Dijk still stood his ground and well. So 6.5. Kirkins, I'm gonna go with a 6. Look, obviously same as Frimpong. Energetic, relentless. Loves going forward, and you know, rapid as well. Not a bad first off for him, so probably say 6. Curtis Jones, I have to say, I haven't really seen. Like, I even forgot he was playing. I mean, I haven't seen really anything from him, you know. But apart from that, second half's kicking off. Wow, just like that. So yeah, probably say, I might say 5.5. I haven't really seen anything. Sobozlai, I'd probably say 6. Watts, 6.5 has been pretty decent. Gakpo, probably say 6.5. Obviously him terrorizing the left hand side. Salah, I'd probably say 6. You know, obviously knowing him, you know, he can do better, but for me 6. And obviously Ekitike, probably say 7.5 because not only that, the way he's been playing and all sorts. But hang on a minute. Yeah, second half's kicked off. Yeah, we kick off.
National there, Verts, just getting a foot in. There's Cody Gakpo with the first opportunity of the second half here for Liverpool to attack, taking on Richards. Still to go. Munoz made the block while he was on the floor. And it goes to Ekitike, who probably has to do better with a header, Ali.
He does well to hold off. Gay initially, Mitchell comes across, he's stronger than him. Is he a yard offside? He holds him off with his left arm, doesn't he? Should be hitting the target. He knows that's a big chance, big chance. It's one thing I've noticed about him as well, Dan. When the ball is getting delivered into the box from either side, left or right, he does the right thing, and that's give the man that's marking a little bit of nudge. Knocks him off balance, so he can get his little bit of space, his wee half yard.
Mo Salah, I'm sure would like to be more involved in the game in the second half. Just on the subject of Ekitike, if they were to do a deal for Alexander Isak, I mean, you could see him playing in a wide position, couldn't you?
I think it looks as though he could play anywhere along the front.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that would be a problem to him at all.
The sun quite bright here at Wembley. It's shining right into the eyes of the Palace goalkeeper Dean Henderson, so he's gone for the cap in the second half. No surprise really. The rest of it, the other half, is completely in shadow now, as you can see from the pictures, but he's got the sun in his face. Florian Wirtz onto Mo Salah, and look at the run being made inside of him by Frimpong, which is a different aspect to the Liverpool team. That's not the kind of run that you would have seen Trent Alexander-Arnold
It's a
make.
brilliant run, because the one thing it does, even if he gets it or not, he brings Lacroix out of that central position to create space.
Florian Wirtz gives it back to Mo Salah, who was able to keep it in play and wins the corner off Tyrick Mitchell. Liverpool's captain is on his way in there. Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahim Konate also. And Liverpool's brand new number 7, Florian Wirtz, is out to take the corner.
Wirtz to take it. Outswing.
Chris Richards underneath for Crystal Palace. On it goes by Eze. That's an unfortunate slip. by Munoz, and we hope he's not injured himself in the process.
Was it the referee that was in the way, or did he just lose his...
I think he just lost his footing, you know, as he was trying to run forward. I think he might well have tripped himself up.
Well, we know he's a really willing runner on that right-hand side.
Well, he did trip on the referee. Good spot, Ali.
That's the vision.
Good spot.
Centre forward's vision there.
How did he trip? Unless he tripped himself.
That's why you're always so good at what happened next.
I mean, could he have reached that? I mean, that's the question.
For the first time in a long time, there could be a case of the referee well within his rights to give himself a yellow card there. I'm not sure how aware he is of the player there.
I'm not necessarily sure about the vision of Munoz either. So Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 2, and I'm pleased to report no harm done for the Crystal Palace right wing-back, who played the most minutes for them across the various competitions last season. This has very much been Liverpool's this fixture. Crystal Palace have only won one of the last 16 against Liverpool. It's been a lopsided rivalry. There's been some big wins as well for Liverpool during that sequence.
None as big as the previous time they played before the 4-3 game. Do you remember that result?
I do indeed.
That's a mistake. It was 9, wasn't it?
It was. Something to build on this season, Crystal Palace in Europe for the first time, FA Cup holders. 53 points in the Premier League was their best ever tally in the Premier League era, that despite that tough start to the season where they were finding it hard to win matches.
That was the point I was trying to make. Yeah, we all like to see, you know, flesh blood coming in and new faces. All football fans do, but I still think the positivity around Crystal Palace at this moment in time is very, very evident.
There's Cody Gakpo playing a good ball forward here to Ekitike. And he goes by Florian Wirtz, headed away by Mark Gahey. Lovely football by Liverpool. Here's Cody Gakpo. Florian Wirtz drives it in. Ekitike might well have been 3. But they were really slick there, Liverpool.
You can see that again. Lovely move. A lot of it one touch. Comes to Wirtz again. And I'll tell you what, he picks him out, you know. That's just not a ball into a dangerous area. He picks him out. And again, for the second time this half, should do better. It certainly looks the part, doesn't he?
Do they need Alexander Isak?
Well...
I mean, you know what? This is legit my question to him. Obviously, he's not right, but I mean, what's the point of buying like Isak? Because you spent 90 million
Kirkez
on
Canate,
and you want Isak, which is going to be absolutely 150 million. I don't understand. Like, unless Slot puts Ekitike on the wing and Isak in front, cool. But you know, his best position is going up front, and you know, as a number 9, and you can't really put him on the bench. You know, for a fee like that, I mean, it's just. I mean, that's the type of thing City would do. You know, they really.
Excellent feed from Canate, and a decent ball to Salah. Good choice there by Hughes for Crystal Palace. Lovely take by Wharton, and he flicks one out towards Munoz, but
too much height on it. It's got to be along the carpet, that pass.
There's Gakpo, and now Jones. Gakpo's headed down to Ekitike. Fancy a shot, just couldn't quite get the angle. Salah tried to play it in.
Again, it was a good move, lovely switch of play, I think. right to left. They started bright, Liverpool, haven't they? Second half.
I think they've been an example this summer of how you sell players. A lot of teams are good at buying them, but they're not very good at selling them. But they've managed to get players out to generate the revenue and generate space in the squad for the ones who have come in. Seems to be a lot easier to buy them than sell them these days, Ali.
For sure.
Szoboszlai had it taken off him by Ismail Assar. Ezza's made a really good run through the middle. Over it goes between two Liverpool players, Curtis Jones and Ibrahima Konate. And Chris Kavanagh, who was behind the play, signifies that he didn't see a foul. No real protest from Oliver Glasner either.
That was my initial reaction. I didn't think it was.
It went down quite easy, given away.
It's a foul on Mitchell. I think he got it right, you know, Ali.
Yeah. Comes across. He's got to be very, very careful. Yeah, there's nothing in that at all. Nothing in it at all. Come. I think he's more frustrated that he didn't get a shot away.
Must go into this season, you know, Ezza, thinking that he could be a starter for England in the World Cup next summer. If he plays like he did this last season.
You see, that's the thing as well, you know, you don't get the shot off when you're supposed to.
Four inverts for Liverpool. Got to go back to 1984 for the last time Liverpool retained the top flight title, back in the days of the old First Division. Astonishing, really, when you think about the size of the club. Taken down by Jones, who found himself outnumbered, and Van Dijk just needs that acceleration there with Mateta on his shoulder. Header won by Lacroix for Crystal Palace. Taken down well under pressure by Ezza. Wharton then fouled by Wirtz.
Protected it really well there, Wharton.
That's a foul.
It's aggressive there from Ekitike. I think Hughes felt that. It goes here again. All the way through to Mitchell.
Yeah. You know something, they'd gone a split second earlier there.
Well, how did that not go in? Sarr was throwing himself at the ball. It was helped on by Mateta. I think he got a piece of it, you know, Sarr, but not quite enough. Sure, he gets the touch up.
It's a brilliant delivery, and I think he might just be offside, you know, when it comes in. If it's flicked on here, yeah, if it's touched, I think he's offside. This will determine here. Yeah, he's off. I think he just drifts offside. Not a lot in it. He comes round the other side of Van Dijk. But and he also gets a touch.
Yes,
you're absolutely spot on. Yeah. Would it have counted though? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, good point. Encouragement though for Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace, just on Mo Salah, by the way. 10 touches in the first half, he's had 10 already in the second, so normal service resumed for Liverpool's number 11. And we've got over 82,000 people here today. Very, very good attendance for this Community Shield. Here's Curtis Jones, who hasn't given the ball away yet today. Completed every one of his passes to this point, the Liverpool midfielder. Richards defending there for Palace, away by Henderson. Here's Mateta.
82,000 is a great crowd, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Did Nolan Liam beat that by any chance?
Cool, you got the whole of the pitch to cover as well there.
Yeah.
I think if you ask Noel or Liam, they will tell you that yes, they did.
280.
They certainly set records for beer sales, I saw, and you weren't even here. Here's Wharton. It's a good ball. Mateta's on the chase. That's alert goalkeeping, though, from Alisson.
Yeah, he positions himself very well, Alisson, doesn't he? That's why he's there to act as a sweeper as well.
Just one or two promising signs, though, at the moment for Crystal Palace. 15 minutes into the second half. Attacking the end where their supporters are here at Wembley Stadium. All of them look like they're enjoying it. They're making a decent noise.
Yeah, they do.
So the Palace corner to be taken by Wharton. There's Richards and Gahey in the box. Lacroix as well, the three centre-backs for Crystal Palace. Can this be the moment for them for the equaliser? Richards ducked underneath it. Gahey was trying to get on the end of it, then Ez's shot is deflected behind for another one.
It was just a mix-up between the two of them, wasn't there? They had a chance to really attack it, but it wasn't a lot of conviction in the header.
Third corner today for Crystal Palace. And it's going to be the England international Adam Wharton again. Slightly deep, but this time, and Richards got his head to the ball, but directed it straight at Liverpool's goalkeeper.
He's got to go back across, Fletch. I think Mateta's got a tap in. He'd have been offside right enough. But he's got to go back across with the header anyway.
Lacroix plays it forward. I think Eze was just looking along the line and thought he might have been offside. Milos Kerkez, as you can see there, it's been a good 5 minutes or so for Crystal Palace in terms of having possession. They've got it back again here, given away by Szoboszlai. They've got runners. It's Wharton. Now it's Eze looking to make room, and it's a good save by Alisson.
It was, again. Big goalkeeper stands up. I think he might save with his right foot.
Yeah, on the left, straight at Alisson. Chances coming from Palace now.
Little slack ball from Szoboszlai. Well onside, comes back onto his left, strikes it well. It's a big hand, it's an arm. Whether it comes off his right foot, I'm not sure, but it's a good save either way.
It's been a really competitive game, hasn't it? 62 minutes gone, Liverpool with the lead, but only by the one goal. But there's been a lot of attacking play out there from both of these teams. If it were level at 90 minutes, it would go straight to a penalty shootout. There's no extra time here today. It's been pretty common in recent editions of this Community Shield. Jones for Liverpool, now Frimpong. System says it didn't go. It's gone now. Throw into Crystal Palace.
Yeah, they've got the ball, haven't they?
I think they've got a taste for Wembley, you know, the Palace fans, Ali. And it's one of those days where if you have got your shirt off, it's fine. It's not Newcastle in the middle of winter.
I think there's one or two behind that goal on their left-hand side. We're looking forward to a away day in Europe as well.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I would agree. I would agree. As we mentioned earlier, the outcome, the decision is expected from the Court of Arbitration for Sport on Monday after a very lengthy appeal hearing in Switzerland on Friday that was attended by the Crystal Palace chairman and the legal team of Palace. So we await the outcome of that. That's going to affect Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest in the coming season. Kirkes with the defending there for Liverpool. He needed a bit of help though from Szoboszlai as well. Would you go as far as to say that maybe for the first time this afternoon they genuinely got the upper hand here, Crystal Palace?
Yeah, last 10 minutes or so, I don't think there's any doubt about it. Obviously the offside header there from Sarr and Ezra shot with the left foot.
There's Wharton, who's a growing influence on things in central midfield.
Don't mind him at all.
Ezra with the ball in, and there's Alisson, who's having a strong game in goal for Liverpool.
Here's Frimpong in the move now, watch him go now.
Florian Wirtz dispossessed by Mark Gahey.
He's won a free kick, isn't he?
Yeah. Turned over the top there by Wharton, hoping that Mateta would spin in behind. It's interesting though from an Alisson perspective because they've got Mamardashvili as well now, the Georgian who hasn't come to sit on the bench. He wants to start, he's in a good opportunity for him.
I would suggest he might have to for a while.
If that fella plays like he did the night we saw him in Paris, he can forget all about it.
Goalkeeping performance of the season.
Yes. Yeah.
He was remarkable that night, Dan.
Yeah. There's the Liverpool bench. There's Alexis McAllister. Looks like he's getting himself ready. Harvey Elliott in the background. They've got Chiesa, Robertson. It's a strong Liverpool bench, even without Ryan Gravenberch. He'll be suspended, by the way, for the opening league game because he was sent off on the final day against Crystal Palace. So he could have played today, but hasn't, and won't be able to play in the opener at Anfield on Friday. They wait until Sunday, don't they, Crystal Palace? They've got a London derby, the first of many, against Chelsea. Jones under pressure from Mateta, who get the free kick for a little pull.
Wonder how
Crystal Palace striker.
Just thinking, Dan, as well, there's a lot of unknowns. I just wonder how Chelsea will do this. They did superbly well, obviously, in America in the summer there. Will it have a little bit of an effect on them in terms of this season's campaign?
That's good play from Hughes. I think it's already significant though that they've lost Colwell to the Achilles tendon, or the ACL injury rather than the Achilles tendon, the ACL. Second one of the pre-season with James Maddison as well.
I know.
Wataru Endo is stripped as well for Liverpool, so it looks like two changes are on their way, two midfield players.
Yeah, so it's probably Clifford Jones and probably Watts.
Munoz to Wharton and then back to Richards. Looks after the ball so well, doesn't he, Wharton?
Doesn't he? Really tidy in possession. And always looks forward, which I like about him as well. His first thought is to look forward.
Backhill by Ezra to Gahey, and it goes now to Hughes. Now Richards. Daniel Munoz. Now Lacroix.
I did predict 3-1, but judging by the game.
Wharton not really given a chance there, and then Wirtz plays it through towards Salah, and that little bit of extra acceleration there from Mark Gahey was vital.
Yeah. Added to the fact, I think the ball was just drifting away from Salah to the left position as well, but good covering from Gahey.
Szoboszlai, Florian Wirtz with a chance! And he's usually so much better in positions like that.
It's a poor effort. It's a poor effort. He's allowed too much, far too much space in the centre of the pitch there, into the bargain. Leaning back, horrible finish.
Substitutions come on.
So there is Endo and McAllister. There's Giovanni Van Bronckhorst down there as well. There's in addition to the Liverpool coaching staff this season.
Talking to him there on the pitch before the game. Great to see him.
Who are the substitutes?
I think they'll take the opportunity for the drinks break as well at this point.
Yeah, so far, obviously, another drinks break.
So it gives us the chance to tell you about the football coming up Wednesday night, the UEFA Super Cup between the Champions League winners Paris Saint-Germain and the Europa League winners Tottenham Hotspur. And then the first Premier League game of the season is on Saturday. Usual start time 11 o'clock, kick-off at 12:30. It's at Villa Park between Aston Villa and...
Well, not even in this last 50 minutes, but, you know, in this whole match anyway.
The chance to tell you about the football coming up Wednesday night, the UEFA Super Cup between the Champions League winners Paris Saint-Germain and the Europa League winners Tottenham Hotspur. And then the first Premier League game of the season is on Saturday. Usual start time 11 o'clock, kick-off at 12:30. It's at Villa Park between Aston Villa and Newcastle. And the football lineup on TNT Sports this season is not normal. We've got 52 Premier League matches, 529 games from UEFA's club competitions, as well as the most extensive ever. So the Liverpool changes. We've seen Curtis Jones and Hugo Ekitike go off, Alexis McAllister and Wataru Endo come on. I think having enjoyed 70 minutes of Hugo Ekitike, I'm quite looking forward to the next 70, I think.
Me too. Just going to look and see what shape they're going to go into Liverpool now. We're taking that man in your picture off. He'll play through the middle.
Just on Curtis Jones, you can see in the picture there, he's finished today by completing 53 out of 53 passes for Liverpool. As auditions go for a deep-lying central midfield role, you can't do a lot more.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Szoboszlai with the shot, which is bounced in front of Henderson, who did well to hold it. You can't beat competition for places, though, can you? The deeper the squad gets, managers love it. So many competitions that they're going to be planning on being involved in.
Yeah, well, it's very much required now. Looks like a 4-2-2. I mean, I'm looking at Salah and Gakpo have gone wide. Szoboszlai and Wirtz have moved forward. Effectively, they're playing without a number 9 at this moment in time.
We're going to see one of the new Crystal Palace players as well. Borna Sosa is going to come on to replace Tyrick Mitchell. Frimpong is down injured for Liverpool, and he just looks like he's in a bit of pain down there as well. Landed awkwardly, it seems, and they're going to kick it out so he can have some immediate treatment.
Wonder if Adam Wharton catches him here with studs.
Yeah, I think probably.
Get a look at it.
Yeah, it might well be that.
Yeah.
As a number 9.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly Szoboszlai.
When you see it. Oh, that'd be quite painful, I would have thought.
If there was shin pads of any significant size, it would reduce the risk of that happening. I mean, it wouldn't stop it altogether, but...
Yeah. No, a greater level of protection.
They're not much bigger than a lamb chop these days, are they, the shin pads? Looks like he's going to be okay. Is that the worry? For a manager this close to the season, that you lose somebody really late.
Of course it is.
You've been in that position.
You just want to get through the game, not being scared. And
all the plans are in place, aren't they now?
Yeah. Liverpool totally changed that shape now. Ekiteke's been taken off. Do you see there, Salah's on the right hand side, Gakpo come in a little bit on the left, but no out and out man through the middle.
As they're bringing Mitchell into the game. 16 minutes of normal time to go. Now Richards. Adam Wharton. Space out there at the moment, Ali, for Crystal Palace.
No. As you can see the send. They've got plenty of room here in this position here, because Liverpool, as I said, take the number 9 off. But all it means is they're reinforcing in the middle of the field and making it harder to play through.
Ball out here towards Munoz, who hits it on, but that was well read by McAllister. Got there in front of Ismail Assar. Crystal Palace can make the change now. They could have done that, they've not taken the throw in quickly. I think he was all set there, Borna Sosa. Lacroix. Marquehi. Again the target. Munoz on that side again. Liverpool winning the header. No foul though, here's Wharton and he plays it on here for Ismail Assar!
And he scores!
And that's 2-2!
Palace have scored.
And he celebrates in front of the Crystal Palace supporters in the semi-final. Wembley hero against Aston Villa delivers today in the Community Shield.
Van Dijk. I don't know where the big fella's going. I don't know where the big fella's going. He steps out and I think he wants the rest of the lads to step out with him. I know Frimpong's probably in a position that plays him on side, but if Van Dijk doesn't go out, he can handle the pass through. His body momentum takes away and there's no way he's getting back. Listen, it's a great finish, lovely touch, great pass, great finish. But watch Van Dijk, there he goes there. His momentum as he steps out, there's no way he's getting back. That's a lovely pass, that's a lovely touch, and that's a lovely finish.
Well, it's not the first time he's scored against Liverpool. He's now got 4 in 7 against them, Ismail Assar. I remember getting a couple of goals, the Watford player, against Liverpool, and he had his best scoring season in Premier League terms. And Oliver Glasner really enjoyed that, and so did the Palace supporters behind the goal, because he took that away quite brilliantly. But Liverpool defensively will look at their shape. Little shake of the head from the captain, Virgil van Dijk, and it's 2-2 now, Ali, with 12 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And they're going to make the change as well. They're going to take off Mitchell and send on the new signing, Borna Sosa, who they spent £3 million on from Ajax in July. He's a Croatia international. Didn't really work out for him in Amsterdam, so he's made the move now to Crystal Palace to see if it works out any better.
It's also worth mentioning, my friend, that we're just commenting on how Palace have played the last 10-15 minutes. So
absolutely.
You can't really say it's been a shock.
No. So 2-2, and the prospect of penalties in the Community Shield rears its head once again. But it's Crystal Palace at the moment, the team with the momentum. First touch for Sosa. Eze. Side that ball, and there might be an again here, Palace, and the deflection takes it over. And I thought for a moment there, Sarr had done it again.
He's wanting a handball, isn't he? He's claiming for the handball. But boy, oh boy, have Liverpool looked vulnerable.
I think it's before, you know. I think it's off McAllister when the cross first comes in. It's not there. It's earlier in the move. When the cross came into the box, McAllister's arm is high.
Oh.
That's what they're looking at, Ali. Here it is. Watch McAllister.
Yeah. Definitely touches it with his arm, doesn't he?
Touches a blatant hand. Is that a penalty?
See what it is, it's a great challenge.
Yeah.
Superb challenge from the Kirkes that's in there.
Paul Tierney's the VAR.
I don't think there's any doubt it hits his hand.
It hits his hand, definitely. He's going to show the wrong angle.
Well, he's had a look and he's cleared it. So it's just the corner for Crystal Palace.
No penalty, but a corner.
And again, we don't get the opportunity to hear Chris Kavanagh on the mic. Oliver Glasgow just discussing it down there with the fourth official, Tony Harrington. So in the meantime, Sosa's going to take the corner inside the final 10 minutes. And Crystal Palace right now, the team finishing stronger. Closed away by Van Dijk as far as Hughes, who sends it back into the Liverpool box. It was blocked in there by Canate, but Hughes, who's done really well since coming on to replace Kamada, was in there to make the tackle.
Yeah, he has. So I think we're in agreement. I think it definitely touched McAllister's arm, but we're also in agreement it was a superb challenge to prevent the goal.
Yes, absolutely. There's Harvey Elliott, the star of England's European Championship success at under-21 level in the summer, one of the stars. There were quite a few shone brightly in that competition. Whether he's going to be a Liverpool player by the time the window closes remains to be seen, but he's certainly going to be needed today. I must say, Ali, I've really enjoyed the game.
Yeah. No getting away from it, thoroughly enjoyable. Liverpool have dominated for long periods. The Palace have certainly played their part.
Having said that, you know, I think people get sick of the fact that they're saying, I've really enjoyed it today. There aren't many games that we don't enjoy, if we're being honest.
Never any, actually. It's true.
Sosa wins his header. Eza looking to get the better here of Endo. Wanted the free kick, which he didn't get. Liverpool just need to rediscover their mojo here, don't they? They're a little flat at the moment. They've lost that spark, Liverpool.
Certainly lost a bit of composure.
Gakpo, Szoboszlai, raiding forward now is Kirkes with the cross. Salah coming onto it! Straight to the goalkeeper, either side, it's 3-2 Liverpool.
Correct. He'll be disappointed that he doesn't direct to either side. For him, that's a golden opportunity to go and win the game.
Feels like there's a big moment still in it before we finish. It's quite an open game now, isn't it? There's a lot of tired players out there. Launched forward by Lacroix, up towards Ismail Assar, flicked on towards Munoz. Good challenge on him by Kirkes, and now it's going to break here for Sarr. And Crystal Palace on the move. It's going to be pulled back here for Mateta. Needed more composure. He got so much more time than that.
He's got to take a touch, that has to take a touch, because he's standing and he's kind of off balance as the ball comes back to him. Lovely move. Sarr again the right hand side. How positive has he been second half? He holds his position well, Mateta, but he has to take a touch. There's no way that he's getting that contact with any power because of his body shape. Take a touch, get it out either right hand side strike or left hand side strike.
So here comes Harvey Elliott for Florian Wirtz. Your thoughts on what you've seen from him today, Ali?
I've enjoyed him, particularly first half. Darren, you can see obviously quality throughout his game, the first 45 minutes.
Who knows?
He's going to be a signing for Liverpool, I can tell you.
Robertson coming on for Kirkes as well, so I mean, what a situation that is with your two left-backs are Andy Robertson and Milos Kirkes. And we're also going to see Jefferson Lerma for Adam Wharton, and I know you've enjoyed him today, Wharton.
He's been terrific. I think he comes into one of the equation for man of the match, I really do. Wharton's been excellent, excellent.
I tell you what, you know, Jefferson Lerma, I think, will be happy to get back into midfield, because he played a lot of last season as a centre-back in a back three, didn't he? But he's a midfielder first and foremost, and he's back in there now for Crystal Palace.
He did absolutely fine there, but I take your point totally.
So in towards the last 5.5 minutes here at Wembley. Oliver Glasner's first touch not great, but he tried to redeem himself with the little flick. Saw the funny side as well.
Not sure he gets away with that.
He was big enough though to acknowledge that it didn't quite go the way it was anticipated. Van Dijk forward for Liverpool, but that's far too far in front of Salah. It's been a relatively quiet half for Dean Henderson. Intercepted by McAllister, on by Elliott to Salah. Jeremy Frimpong. It's a really good press at this late stage of the match, isn't it, from Crystal Palace?
You took the words out of my mouth there. Because we've mentioned it's been a very, very hot afternoon as well. A few tired legs, but certainly energy levels not closing down. Period there from Palace was excellent.
Coming only there to Endo, and now Elliott. Frimpong challenged over there by Sosa. 4 minutes left of the 90 here on a sunny day at Wembley. 2-2 between Crystal Palace and Liverpool in the Community Shield. Liverpool have been ahead twice, but on both occasions Crystal Palace have managed to get themselves back on terms.
There's a Community Shield final and all sorts.
Elliott with the layoff. It's all congested there. There's no real room for Liverpool to play in. Now they go wide here to Salah. Ricochets in there, but Eze can bring it away, and a free kick conceded by Salah, who's going to get a card for it.
Just gives him a little tug as he gets by him, doesn't he? Stops the momentum.
Do you think if there is going to be a team like we saw from Nottingham Forest last season, just to go and challenge those at the top end, that it could be Crystal Palace based on what they've got if they keep the team together?
In normal circumstances, I would say yes, but I'm not sure with European football. And you know my logic on that.
Yes.
But it wouldn't surprise me at all.
No, certainly get the impression they could be better.
Oh yeah.
A lot of talent in the team, and they're getting better and better in the clutch there, aren't they?
And they're organised, they've got good shape, everybody knows their jobs. Yeah, a lot to like about Palace.
Robertson. Alexis McAllister.
Could go down to, Hurley.
To pick out Frimpong, which he did with a magnificent ball. Here's Elliott. Canate. I think there's going to be at least 5 minutes out of Douglas. Robertson looked to try and get Cody Gakpo in down that side. Here's Daniel Munoz. That's going to be a free kick for a handball.
Arsenal. So really excited for that. Apart from that, as a neutral, really entertaining game between Palace and Liverpool.
I think if it does go to penalties, both goalkeepers will be relatively confident.
Yeah.
Dean Henderson loves a shootout, loves saving penalties. He's got a good record, and of course Alisson's one of the best in the business, full stop, whatever you ask him to do.
Harley could be fine, I don't know what's...
Certainly feels since they took Ekitike off, they've lost a little bit, Liverpool, which is a lot to say based on the fact he's only still finding his feet, but he was such a danger when he was out there to Crystal Palace. Almost caught one, didn't he, Hughes? Here's Eze. He provided the late spark here for Crystal Palace. Now Lerma. Hughes. Gahey's down, sat on the pitch inside his own half, although just getting back to his feet, whether that's a cramp issue.
It just shows how amazing of a play is going to be.
Hughes plays it forward, Sosa's coming in and lifts it straight into the gloves of Alisson as we move into 5 minutes of stoppage time, and now there's all kinds of space for the Liverpool substitute, Harvey Elliott. On it goes to Salah. Szoboszlai charging through the middle for Liverpool. Salah twisting and turning, great defended by Lacroix.
It had to be. Mark Gay's really... Played in behind them there. You fancy Charlotte to come in. Good defending. Very good defending.
Good defending from the floor. Great man coming.
It's whether they persist with Mark Gay here, or whether they decide to make a change. There's no sign of one at the moment, although I think somebody is now getting changed. Look the top off quickly.
Justin Devaney's coming in.
That's Justin Devaney. So they're just going to see whether Mark Gahey could see it through, although the indications were that he was really struggling, but Oliver Glasner right now is not going to make the change. So Liverpool corner. Kanate and Van Dijk in the middle. It's a really good header by Lacroix. Still not away. There's the shot now with Henderson. Dominic Szoboszlai not quite getting enough power on that.
He's got to make a substitution, surely.
Henderson somehow managed to find Sarr with a missed kick there, Ali. Sometimes it's your day.
Reminded me of your 7-iron that.
Yeah, my shanks don't go there. Now Gahey sat down again on the pitch just outside his own box. I mean, it's crazy, really. Just put the ball out of play and take him off. Well done, Will Hughes.
He's gone down again. Number 6, Mark
It's a day that won't be forgotten. The youngsters here today enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the football. It's been a good game, 4 goals. Ekitike and Frimpong for Liverpool, Mateta and Sarr for Crystal Palace. Tried and tested players for the FA Cup winners, new players for the league champions, and Oliver Glasner taking the opportunity here, Ali, just to dish out 1 or 2 last-minute thoughts. Deep into stoppage time, though.
Yeah. You'd be surprised now if it's not penalty kicks, but you can see he's just wanting his team to, and his boys to concentrate fully for the remaining 4 or 5 minutes, whatever it may be.
So the fact that Mark Gahey's smiling would indicate something too serious as he leaves the pitch.
It did look like about a cramp,
but he couldn't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Don't need him now until Sunday, a week today, Stamford Bridge against Chelsea.
He's being replaced by number 55, Justin Devaney.
Just a reminder, we will go straight to penalties at full time. There is no extra time, which is a good thing in the Community Shield. The last thing the teams want at this stage is half an hour more. I always think in the Super Cup they should do something similar.
Agreed.
Looking forward to that one, by the way, on Wednesday night, PSG against Tottenham.
Should be relatively straightforward if Tottenham are watching Chelsea against them.
Didn't they do a number on them,
Tell
Chelsea?
you what, didn't they just?
Maybe one last chance here for Liverpool. Dying moments. Here's Robertson. Plenty of room ahead of him down the Liverpool left. Whips the ball in towards Mo Salah. Good goalkeeping, Henderson. It came flying off his line to get there.
Yeah, we saw up the other end with Alisson 2 minutes ago. Henderson equal to it.
Good delivery from Robertson.
Any hesitancy at all, he's got a problem.
Once again, that running by Salah.
Flying off his line does really well.
Ran off his line.
There's a running into Endo. Whole crowd of Liverpool players around in the last touch of Crystal Palace one, which is probably going to take us to penalties. Hugo Ekitike after 4 minutes for Liverpool. Mateta's penalty, the equaliser after Van Dijk had fouled Sarr. Frimpong after 20 minutes with the Liverpool supporters applauding their late number 20 Diogo Jota. And then the second half goal in off the post from Ismaila Sarr, which means we're 2-2 here in the Community Shield. And a game that's provided plenty of attacking moments here at Wembley. Hughes, Eza, last chance for Palace. On it goes towards Cavani with the shot. Oh, and the super sub. If you score with your first touch off the bench at Wembley, it's some story. He wasn't that far away from doing it.
He's having a smile, and so he should.
Because he didn't look off balance.
Tidy football. You're
Shot.
right to mention Hughes. He's done ever so well since he's come on. Weight of the pass is perfect from Eza.
Chance.
Not too far away. Goalie might have had it covered. Probably
Could have
did,
been a hero for Palace, but
good effort.
it looks like it's going to be
It is.
penalties.
He thought it was going in, didn't he?
The margins are fine.
And it is
So
penalties.
there's the full-time whistle. And we're all square at 2-2 after 90 minutes at Wembley.
What a game.
And the Community Shield will be decided by a penalty shootout, and that comes next.
I don't know why to do it like that, but...
How does anything last 90 years?
And here it's kicking off.
It adapts,
What a grand tour.
climbs higher,
There is just no beating the man.
pushes further. But the pain never fades. This year, 10 brutal summit finishes across 4 countries, shaped by change,
Remarkable bike racing.
powered by resilience.
Spectacular.
Love Welter, 90 years in the making, live for the first time on TNT Sports.
It starts with an engineer providing access to thousands of Shell EV chargers, helping supply more than 20% of the UK's gas. Getting it from here to here. Investing in people and communities to build skills for the energy transition. Shell is helping power the UK.
Honestly, apart from
now
that really
and into the future.
entertaining game,
when you run a business, great communication is vital.
I just really enjoyed it. Obviously, this being my first watch along, and it hasn't disappointed.
Welcome to the all-new Hi-Hi
for a game like this. So
that's
you know,
refreshingly easy to use.
now you can obviously imagine how it will be like when the Premier League obviously kicks off. So yeah.
Directly from your phone. As always, it's all
And yeah, don't forget as well, Bournemouth against Liverpool, first game of the season. I'm gonna be doing that. So, but we have to wait a week for that. So, yeah. Just want to see if there's any news from.
All inclusive to over 100 destinations. Adventure awaits on a Morella cruise. Atoll and ABTA protected.
Well, Chelsea won against Milan 4-1.
Community Shield at Wembley, and it will continue because we're going to penalties. This was the moment that Palace decided, no, we're not done yet. Liverpool were looking to add another addition to their trophy cabinet. Ismaila Sarr had other plans, the equaliser 2-2, and we get to see more of this brilliant, eventful game in the sunshine today. We go to penalties. So guys, alongside me, Maka, just tell me a little bit about what Liverpool need to do and how experienced or how
Obviously,
positive
coin toss,
you think they are
obviously.
with penalties.
Well,
Well, I think in cup
just want to
finals
see
over the
in the
last couple of years,
championship
they've
as
been
well.
very positive,
I think
particularly when
Leicester
they play
played.
Chelsea. They seem to play Chelsea on a number of occasions. They
Oh,
go to
Leicester
penalties, they
losing,
were
wow, so
successful on a
Sheffield
number of occasions. So I
Wednesday.
don't think it'll necessarily phase Liverpool,
That's a
of
new
course.
badge.
But there's different players. It's going to be down at the Liverpool ends, as you saw there. I think it was, and we'll wait and see. But Liverpool have been here on many occasions, to be very honest. So I don't think it'll be a
Losing
huge
1-0.
surprise for them. And let's be
Not
honest,
looking good for
this
the
type of game is
Foxes.
different than an FA Cup final, isn't it, or something like that.
Dean Henderson actually is pretty experienced with penalties here in terms of the one that he saved.
I mean, who do I think is going to win in penalty? I believe.
Yeah, I mean, and rightly so. I think the amount of detail that he goes
I believe
into,
Palace will win in
last
penalties
year,
because of Dean Henderson. I think he's very good. Not saying Alice is not good, but I feel like,
look through the whole squad and
you know, we saw in the FA Cup final, Dean Henderson saving. I believe it was Marmouche who took a penalty. So
it's a tough thing to do.
you know,
12 yards
but
out to save a penalty, but he'll give it his best, obviously.
How would Palace players
yeah,
be
I
feeling
think
about
Palace
going
will
to
probably
penalties?
win. Look, I mean, look.
Listen, I think you can take a lot of
If there was
encouragement from
another
second
way
half
Palace could
performance.
win, it was by
Defensively, we
penalty.
looked
So
a lot
you know,
stronger.
it's a chance
We
for
got
them
after,
to
we
obviously
closed the spaces better, we pressed better. But we
once
we
again get
posed,
silverware. So you know.
in the final third as well, and created a lot more chances. And you know, I think it's a fair result thus far to come away with something. And
Yeah, Liverpool really, well, it was Palace really turning on the pressure, especially in those last 10 minutes.
Palace totally deserved their equaliser. They were an excellent.
But to be honest, I
form
mean,
in that second
Palace
half, and they
played
deserved
well.
it. And let's see
Liverpool
how
played well. I feel like
how they get on now.
I
I mean,
feel
the
like
experience will do the Palace players
overall of the
they've got
game, I
European
think
football coming ahead of them,
till
haven't they?
Ekitike came
why
off,
not
I
play
feel like Palace have been in
practice penalties
control of the
today
game.
and go out and give
Yeah, I
it your
feel like
best,
they've been a
that's all you can do.
better
What
team.
was it for Liverpool, you
But,
think, that kind of switched
you know,
that
when
momentum?
Ekitike, look,
I don't know. I think it's maybe the
when
occasion.
Ekitike was there, I
to
think
be
it was
very honest,
really
whether it's the heat, I don't know.
running smoothly
Number of changes
for
which
Liverpool.
affected them a little bit.
But obviously that changed.
They've still got a strong squad, and as I said, we'll wait and see how they go now. They're
of
going into the
Liverpool taking
sun-struck
over
shades,
Ekitike,
aren't they, at
obviously.
different times in front of the Liverpool crowd.
They changed.
We'll see how they respond.
So, yeah,
Right, let's get you over to your commentary team for penalties at the Community Shield. Ali and Darren.
Thanks, Laura. So it's at the Liverpool end of Wembley in the sunshine. And the first man striding forward is Liverpool's talisman, Mo Salah, and he's being serenaded by You'll Never Walk Alone from the Liverpool supporters inside the ground. Dean Henderson, who saved the penalty in the FA Cup final against Manchester City on the big day for Crystal Palace with the baseball cap. And he's got a pretty good record. He is the kind of goalkeeper, Ali, that tends to thrive in this kind of situation. He seems to really enjoy it and embrace it.
Well, you and I were talking when the guys
I
were
mean,
on.
I feel like just bringing a 1-0.
So obviously the experience, a pleasant one.
So first up, it's Mo Salah for Liverpool against Dean Henderson.
Mo Salah.
And he fires it over the bar and into the Liverpool supporters. And it's an early advantage here for Crystal Palace.
Oh my word.
I mean, wow, I just can't believe that.
You know what?
Leaning back.
Do you know what? He didn't do his
foot
run-up.
underneath it. Just gets it all
He
wrong.
didn't do his run-up. He took it. It was a simple run-up, and he did.
Well, that's the second one that he's put over the bar in pre-season. He sent one over the bar in the friendly against Athletic Club, Mo Salah. So history's repeated itself. And now Crystal Palace hope that history repeats itself because Mateta scored against Alisson from the penalty spot in the first half for Crystal Palace.
Score again.
And he scores again very nonchalantly. Jean-Philippe Mateta, the coolest man in Wembley.
It's a great penalty.
Do you know what?
I think it's better than his first one. Same run up.
I knew
side
Mo
foot.
Salah's run-up was different.
Power in it.
And I was like, what's that? And
Well placed.
Absolutely shocked everyone. I just missed it. Really, I mean,
So Alexis McAllister of Liverpool,
McAllister
Argentina, very experienced. He's played in a lot of big games. Arne Slot looking on Crystal Palace with the 1-0 lead.
McAllister, can he bring one for Liverpool?
Taking plenty of time, McAllister. Eventually steps
and
up
he saves it! Henderson!
And doffs his cap to the Crystal Palace supporters.
And
if you've followed Dean Henderson's career, it's not the first time he's done that.
Liverpool from the spot
I don't mind telling you, I
and
love
they
it.
missed two.
I mean, he knows where he's going, and it's a good save.
I knew because Henderson is
He gets his correct.
Good save.
I mean, it's just the power, because the position is actually quite good. There's just not enough power on it.
Surely Palace.
Well, he's the Crystal Palace hero at the moment.
Good
save.
save.
And now Eza steps up, and if he does score this one, Eza, they've got a really strong hold on this penalty shootout, Crystal Palace.
Surely he can score unless he does a different run-up than Salah.
Deliberate run-up, little stutter step, and Alisson saves it off the
saved
post.
it. I bloody knew it. Yeah, that was a shit pen. No pace.
Is he off his line?
Well, they'll take a look at it, of course. You've got to have 1 foot over the line as the penalty is struck. Does he encroach?
Oh, dear.
I think he might, you know.
Yeah, they have to
Dear
retake him.
me.
Alisson, what are you doing, lads?
I think it might be a retake.
Yeah, that's a retake.
Well,
take nothing away from the
Saved
save.
it
hang on,
inside the
I've just heard
post,
Paul
but-
Tierney confirm the on-field decision, so as far as he's concerned, he's not off his line.
Oh, well, it's off his side, right.
Well, Paul's obviously
There's
watched it a
Gakpo,
few
Kenny Neville there.
So Cody Gakpo sends him the wrong way.
So
And Liverpool
get
are
that
level.
first goal in the shootout. What a
Nice
shot
penalty,
from
wasn't it?
Messi. No
Composed.
pace whatsoever. And how was that not a retake? I mean, honestly. But, you know what? I get it. With,
Are we
with
going to
the
chat, you and I, about whether he was off his line
mean,
or not?
give me
We'll let it go in a
different
moment.
ones.
I thought, I mean, it looked to me as though he was, but
Salah did it.
what about you?
I'm with
Peter
you.
over, Eze did it. No
I'm with
pace.
you, mate.
Alisson
Yeah.
saved it. I mean,
So 1-1. And now Ismail Assar, who scored the second Crystal Palace equaliser, steps forward for his penalty against Alisson,
Yeah,
Liverpool
Sarr.
end of Wembley.
surely that's a score, surely. It's just
Oh my word, how cool was that? Great penalty, look at him.
I can't believe
composure that
I just can't believe that. I was going to say the run-up, the lack of run-up. What happened to the old penalty back in the day? Just run up and put your foot through it.
Oh, there are players that from
Didn't even
bygone
flinch.
days who would be cringing watching this. Who used to run up and thump it. I mean, look at that. Perfect placement, Alan.
Absolutely
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
So 2-1 Crystal Palace, and now it's Harvey Elliott with Liverpool's fourth penalty. Arne Slot alongside Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, and all eyes on Harvey Elliott and Dean Henderson. Short run up for Elliott. And Henderson saves another one.
Yeah, Palace won.
And this
That's
time
two
there's no
saves
top of the cap.
and 3 misses for Liverpool.
But that's a big save for Henderson and Crystal Palace.
Yeah, it's not a neat
Palace
penalty,
could be
is
on
it?
their way
It's
to
a poor
winning
one from Harvey
the
Elliott.
Community Shield.
You know, it's almost centre of the
Absolutely
goal.
deserved.
He's got all the information on there.
Oh,
Look, that's
yeah.
the secret. That's the secret.
Henderson's got a special bottle.
So what a moment this is.
Here we go, let's do it.
This is the new signing, Borna Sosa, to win the Community Shield at
Can
Wembley
he win
for
it?
Crystal
For
Palace up
Palace.
against Alisson. Big moment. Oh, he's
Oh,
hit
he's hit the bar.
Oh, my word.
It's
It's another
rollercoaster
twist in the
emotions
tail
there.
here in the Community Shield, and the new man can't deliver.
It's
Couldn't do
unbelievable.
it. You might as well bring on Justin Devaney.
Now this has got to go in now, but at the stage this has to
Tried
go
to
in.
go for the spectacular.
So at the very least, Palace are getting another one to win it.
Middle,
Yes.
middle, top left.
I thought the penalty
And he's hit
shenanigans
the
had all
crossbar.
ended in the summer.
It's still
Some of those
2-1.
nights. Here we
Summers
go
are
again. So
short.
Dominic Szoboszlai
Has to from the
with a
spot.
chance to make it 2-2 and at least
I
put
think Summers has
pressure
good at pens.
on the kicker. If he misses or Henderson saves it, Crystal Palace
Henderson saves
win the
it.
Community Shield.
Palace win.
Szoboszlai to keep Liverpool alive, Henderson to be the Palace
Szoboszlai,
hero, and he
and he
scores.
scores.
And didn't he score well?
What did I
Very
say?
experienced, clinical from Szoboszlai.
Oh, that's a penalty.
And now Palace have to score.
Whipped back across himself, great height. Giving the
wouldn't say
goalkeeper
that.
very little or even no chance.
Who's taking it? Justin Devaney. I bloody called it. I called it.
Well, what about this for a story?
Oh, yeah.
It's Justin Baveni, who almost won the game with his first touch in normal time. I mean, come on for Mark Gahey. He's now going to take the penalty to win the Community Shield for Crystal Palace.
If you're right foot, what a chance I would have. I mean, you could have finished the game in normal time. Come on, Justin Baveni.
Tension in the Palace end. Tension in the Palace line. Deep breath from
Baveni.
He scores! Top corner!
Smashes the shit out of it!
Here in May, Crystal Palace beat the league champions Liverpool and win the Community Shield. Justin Baveni with the all-important penalty, and Dean Henderson with a couple of big saves.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, they saved the best for last. What a penalty that is! That's unstoppable, unsavable. Delighted for him. Just opens his body up and smashes it to the goalkeeper's top left-hand corner, giving him absolutely no chance. Great pen.
Great respect between the two goalkeepers, Henderson and Allison, and Oliver Glasner's got another trophy. I mean, they don't get here very often, Crystal Palace, but they're good when they do, and they're getting a taste for it now. And the crowd today have had a fantastic day, and now they've got another big day to celebrate. It's a big day now for them because they've won it.
Could have won it for them at normal time, but
and probably deserved it as well. Great second half performance. He'll be absolutely delighted.
And by the way, having been in a courtroom in Switzerland all Friday, now he can smile, Steve Parish.
Don't underestimate the job he's doing at this football club. Clearly loves the club.
Well, Justin Baveni is the Crystal Palace hero. You can add Dean Henderson to that list as well. Oliver Glasner will be delighted. There's a warm embrace for his goalkeeper. It's disappointment here at Wembley today for Liverpool and for Virgil van Dijk. Missed penalties were a problem for them. And Arne Slot, who said on Friday, it would be nice to come today and win a trophy before the season even starts. They will pick themselves up because they're going to launch the Premier League season at Anfield on Friday against Bournemouth. But it's a day of celebration now for Crystal Palace and their supporters, Laura, because they have won on penalties the 2025 FA Community Shield.
What is it about Dean Henderson, penalties and Wembley? Loves to be the hero, but that final penalty as well there was absolutely incredible.
From that, I mean, thank you guys for watching. I mean, what a watch-along. Obviously, as a neutral Manchester United fan, watching Liverpool and Palace Community Shield game and entertainment on both ends. So, I mean, look, it wasn't a hate along, so you can't really get onto my case, Liverpool fans. But apart from that, thank you guys for watching. Take care.